Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Urban Update. I am Alberto Vasallo. An incredible week. We'll talk a little bit about the elections in a little bit. But on the show this morning, an organization on a mission to stop child abuse in Massachusetts. Also on the program, we'll have information on a special event going on tomorrow night that celebrates those who have dedicated their lives to a more peaceful and democratic world. And we'll end the show with a little fiddle music, as this morning we introduce you to a fiddler with a special invitation for you to his upcoming 2 concerts. But up first, Massachusetts Taxpayer Foundation. It was founded in 1932. It is widely recognized as the state's premier public policy organization dealing with both state and local tax and economic policies. Now, its mission is to provide accurate, unbiased research with recommendations that strengthen our state's finances and economy. In over 8 decades, the Massachusetts Taxpayers Foundation has had a significant impact on a wide range of issues from healthcare and transportation funding to tax competitiveness and state finances. This morning, we welcome the Foundation's Executive Director, the boss, Eileen Mcanneny, for an opening discussion on a series of issues that are affecting you, Massachusetts taxpayer. Buenos dias. Good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, you get the hot seat right off the top of a week, and we're going to get into that. But for those who don't know, and I try to give a little idea, how do you describe the Foundation in your elevator pitch, or 15, 20-second pitch?
So what I say is we are the Commonwealth's information resource, right? We provide unbiased information on a whole host of public issues, and we try to inform the public, lawmakers, our members.
So you work with the legislators, the governor, as well as constituents, right? All of these are kind of the folks you try to serve, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so you know what? Let me give you kind of I'm going to give her an easy first question. What are some of the issues that our taxpayers, that you're working on here at the tail end of 2016 and looking a little bit into the future, 2017?
So I'd say there are 3 right now that we're focused on. One is just revenues, right? They've come in slower than folks have wanted them to over the past several months, and why that is, and trying to figure out what that is. We spend a lot of time looking at transportation financing. So is the MBTA going to be viable a year from now, and what's it going to take to get it on its feet? That's what we look at. And then we're trying to figure out what will be the impact of the presidential election on the state's finances.
All right, we're going to get there in a second if we say,
sure.
But I want to get to the MBTA because, you know, winter's coming. You know, we know all the situation around that. But what is the short and long-term kind of view that you guys are taking a look at?
So we definitely take the long-term view. We're looking at making sure that it's financially sustainable and doing what it takes. And so a lot of folks think if we just spend more money, we'll fix the MBTA. And we've documented several times it's going to take more money, but it's going to take a whole lot more than that. It's going to take new management. It's going to take better asset management systems. It's going to take just a more concerted effort. A whole host of things are involved.
All right, you say you're unbiased, right? So I'm going to give you a kind of a question that I know a lot of viewers have. So when we see kind of the governor and the mayor, you know, and they're so happy that they're bringing all these companies like GE and these companies that are coming into Boston, there's always the tax break that comes with that and a discussion on finding that delicate balance. How involved do you guys get in analyzing and giving your suggestions on whether that's a good deal for Boston or a not so good deal for Boston?
We focus more on the macro level, and honestly, if the tax code is good and competitive, there's less of a need for individual company tax breaks. So we focus more on the macro level, making sure that our state is competitive with other states, because, you know, in this world, we're all trying to get new jobs, right? And we're all trying to get economic growth, and sometimes to woo folks, you need to provide incentives. But I think for GE, it was all about the climate in Massachusetts, proximity to the airport, our talented workforce. It was a whole host of things.
All right, you touch upon it, so I'm going to let you wrap this segment up with the analysis, well, not analysis, but how does the election and the results affect Massachusetts from your point of view?
Well, I think no one knows for sure at this point, but we're looking at, you know, given the fact that it's a Republican House and Senate and a Republican president, and they've been talking about tax reform for a long time, we envision that there could be some major tax reform in probably the first year of the new president's term. So.
And do you guys take a look at that and then issue out statements, or how do you disseminate your information?
We will. I mean, our focus is mostly on Massachusetts, but Massachusetts is tied to the federal code, so we'll look at how it impacts us.
All right,
Absolutely.
well, you know what? For a tax-paying foundation that usually isn't an interesting subject matter, you made this segment very, very digestible and interesting. For more information, I'm going to put your website up, masstaxpayers.org. If you want more riveting information, go on their website. Thank you, Eileen.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. When we come back, celebrating those who have dedicated their lives to a more... Hold on, Eileen. I know you're ready to get out of here. That's all right. Lives to a more peaceful and democratic world. All the details are right. Be back. She's leaving. You come back right here on Urban Update.